Greetings, everyone. I'm contestant number 1. Today, I'm going to be giving a speech regarding the picture that I was given. First of all, I would like to talk about the picture. In this picture, I could see a girl in the far back running towards the rainbow lights. Which brings us to the topic that I want to talk about today, myself in the future. Ever since I was a child, I could always imagine myself becoming a diplomat. Which is why, until now, I could still see myself striving towards this goal in the future. To achieve this, I plan to participate in more international exchange programs in the future so that I can have a better chance to get into a diplomatic-related department in college and to become a qualified diplomat. I also plan to join in more international exchange programs in the future. For instance, this summer, I joined a summer program that gave me a chance to talk to diplomats from the United States, which not only fueled my interest in international relations, but also made me realize the flaws I have, like insufficient knowledge with regard to certain topics. And I believe by fixing those mistakes and those imperfections, I can move even closer towards my goal. Of course, that is only the tip of the iceberg of my grand plan. However, like an old saying goes, one step at a time. Actively participating in international exchanges will be my main plan for the near future. And that's the end of my speech today. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning, I'm number 2. This picture let me come up a question. What will I be in the future? Maybe I will become a chef, is good at cooking, or maybe I will become an engineer, then I'm smart and good at deal with problems. But I didn't have any ideas right now. But the one thing I know is, now I won't waste any time that I have. I will keep going for actually I didn't know what I want to be right now, but don't waste my time. I will get effort, I will join many activities to achieve better myself, and I will do homework back good more than before, and I trust that my future will be like the girl. The way she passed is brighter and colorful, just like her. And I think this will be my future. I will become, and just like this picture. Thank you for listening.
Good morning, honorable judges and fellow contestants. Have you ever been intoxicated by something scary in the past that you failed to realize the future is in front of you? Well, I have, and let me share with you my experience. A couple of years ago, I saw this big poster calling out for people to join the writing competition. In the moment I observed the information, my mind instantly tells me to just go for it. But at the same time, my heart came upon and stopped me. It tells me to think of the past of me failing on the same exact competitions. And guess what? In the end, I didn't go because I was way too afraid to lose and fail again. Not only I have lost a chance to explore myself, but also I did not even get a chance to explore my own future. So from now on, let's make a commitment. When you're struggling on the path to success, or just to chase your dream, please believe in yourself and trust yourself that the right way is always going to be in front of you. Do not be afraid of the past, because only when you're looking forward and stepping forward to success is when the miracles and surprises happen. Thank you for your listening.
Good morning, fellow teachers and judges. I'm participant number 4. and today my topic is about Back to the Future. So there was a time when I first went to school. I was in kindergarten. When I first came to that place, I was really nervous. Everything was unknown. I don't know anyone. And the only thing I can do is focus on the thing I was carrying. It was a book. It was related to the school. Because I never went to school, so it teach me what should I do and what the school is like. When I was reading alone in the corner, a friend came to around me. He said, "Hey dude, what are you looking at?" I said, "I'm reading a book. What do you want to do?" He said, "I'm alone, just like you. Can we have a talk?" Yeah, so I soon have started a conversation with him. We talk about where we come from, what's our name, and what we want to do after school. We soon become a friend. We went to play with each other in the playground right after it. We played with each other for a long time, from the day to the end, and every school day we talk with each other and play with each other. But when I moved to elementary school, he moved to another place. I never seen him again. I think he must back to the future. He just come from the future and he back to the future. I believe I can meet him someday in the future. Thank you for listening.
Good morning, judges, and I'm number 5. Today I'm gonna present the article about Back to the Future. And in our life, we always face a lot of difficulty in our life. And as I'm a student, I'm always live in a comfort zone or just follow the principle of the past. And as a student, we can do is try to jump out of the comfort zone, and I can participate in some student exchange program, international exchange program, and or such try to participate in the project that you have never joined before. Then that's how the way you can shape yourself. You're better in a different realm or something like that. And as how to Back to the Future is depends on how you can do in the present. As I can, just like what I mentioned, I can join a lot of things to make myself improve to the next level or something. Then, after you make all these things now and you go to the next stage, you will see how you shape your future and present. Like you would be so proud of yourself or something like that. And yep, so I think going back to the future is you have to think what you can do present. Thank you.
看到各位的请后座，6号请上台，7号请准备。
Good morning, judges and every participant. In this picture, I can see a girl walk through a tunnel of light and that's Thanks for listening.
相对。7号请上台，9号请准备。
morning, judges. Today, I'm going to talk about Back to the Future. Have you ever loved or made something impress in your life? I have. Because we all have past, and we all love to look at the future. And next, I'm going to share my example and my experience. When I was young, I was very loved in speaking to everyone, no matter storytelling or just sharing my daily life. Also, I love to share things in English and Mandarin. And I think this inspires me to standing here and share everything to everyone. And Back to the Future, I think I don't know that I can stand here to speak to everyone this day. So I want to tell myself in the past that I made it. I made it and I tell story to everyone. Just like in the picture, the girl is walking through a shining tunnel. She's looking in the future and wanting to chase her dream. The light in the tunnel is just like her ambitions and her goals in the future. And I'm just that little girl who wanted to chase my dreams, and I want to share my stories to everyone, even to the world. In conclusion, I think past can really affect us really much, just like me, the storytelling. And I wanted to use my storytelling and share my stories to the world and become a better person. Thank you.
9号请上台，10号请准备。
Good morning, dear judges. I'm number 9. And today, I'm going to tell you a story about a girl whose name is Alice. In a small village, there was a girl named Alice. Her parent was the nicest person in the town. However, Alice was not like her parents. She never accepted others' gifts and always yelled at her parent and always locked herself in her dark, cold room. And when she grew up, she became even cooler, and nobody wants to talk with her. However, at a mystery night, she fell deep in sleep and found she was at her childhood house. And she found the younger self of her. And she talked to her younger self. She said, "You should change yourself because it will make you a better person in the future." Although her younger self couldn't understand, she insisted, and then her younger self just agreed with her, and then Alice woke up in the future. Thank you.
10号请上台，11号请准备。
Good morning, everyone. Have you tried to give us something when you just first step in the struggle? When I was 7, I obsessed with the fashion clothes design because my mom gave me a movie. It's called The Devil Wears Prada. It's wonderful, and for me, I think it's the dream where I want. I want to be a clothes designer. So since I was little, without any basic teach, I use myself to draw the clothes design, a lot of the nonsense design, but I love it. And when I was in the first age of the elementary school, my friend and me were going to a Halloween party. and she talked to me that, didn't you is good at designing clothes? Can you design a clothes for me? And I think, oh my god, it's my first time to design our own clothes and in a public area for a girl to wear on it. And I'm so excited, but I also worry about it. If I doing it wrong, if I use the wrong way to create it. So every time I think where I can do it, I always trying to give up. And I think maybe I give up and I say no, everything can stop. And I can do it without the wrong things and be left by other children. But I didn't give up. I trying so hard to watch the YouTube videos, to watch the every resources I can get on the internet, and after that I make a own special Halloween costume for my friends. And it's beautiful and it's special and the only one in my elementary school years. Thank you everyone.
就从这边。11号请上台，12号请退队。
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. When I saw that picture, I felt a little bit happiness because I can go back to the future. If I could go back to the future, I want to change a little thing. Just go out without using a plastic bag or straws. As you can see, the climate change and the global warming is become serious. So I believe if we become using the plastic bags, we can change this world. And just like a courage girl, Malala, used the pen to change the woman's education. So if I could go back to the future, I also want to change the education too. As a senior high school, I don't have to need a big action. I just need to listen to the teachers on the classes more seriously, and then I maybe can change the world. Thank you for listening.
12号请上台，13号请退队。
I would like to ask all of you guys, have you ever dreamed what we will look like in the future? And I believe that these questions may be asked by your teachers or your families. And I believe that you may think about these problems so many times. And take me for examples. My dream when I was younger was to be a writer because I enjoy writing and swimming in my own dreamland. And to improve my writing skills, I practice writing a lot and reading so many articles. But of course, many people will meet so much obstacles when they are chasing their dreams. So am I. I always feel depressed and disappointed of my own skills of writings, but I didn't give up. So now I'm still on that road of chasing my own dreams. What I want to tell you guys is that though it may be hard in the future, it may be hard on the road chasing your dreams, but please keep going on and believe in yourself, and one day your dream will finally come true. Thank you.
从这边。3号请上台，4号请退队。
My grandfather lived in a very, very far place from us, and when I was young, he can only speak Taiwanese, and I can speak Taiwanese well. and so it's very hard for us to communicate. And I love him and he loved me, but it's very hard for us to communicate. So at that time, when I tried to speak to him, I just didn't dare to speak to him because I can speak Taiwanese well, but a few years ago he passed away, and all I got now is regrets. I was thinking like, no matter I'm good at Taiwanese or not, I should just talk to him and interact with him. But I didn't. So now I'm thinking like, I should cherish everything I have, and no matter what, I should just don't care about anything and try to be myself and try to cherish everything and every single person. So from now on, I think maybe the future or now I should just try to see everything important and not to do everything that will make me regret in the future. Thank you for listening.
4号请上台，15号请发声。
Good morning, dear judges. My number is 14. Today I want to have my speech is about my past experience. Now we can saw a picture is about lots of color points and it's like a galaxy. And the girl wear a red clothes. She's running to the future. Today I want to choose the topic one is about romance, my experience. First, I have to remember my experiences about my grandma and me. I have a past experiences about my grandma's home, and I always stay here in summer vacations. And I just usually told she I want to stay with you in here for future. But she passed away in last month, and she is stay in my experience for a long time right now. And I can just remind him the home there is nobody over there, and I can't get over there. So this picture made me feel something we can just thinking, and we can just remind in our mind. This experience in my mind will be the long times, not getting enough. That's my all speech. Thanks for your attention.
从这边。15号请上台，16号请准备。
I see a little girl who ran through many shining stars, and I thought that stars stand for an unforgettable memory, and I want to find a shining star that stand for my best memory. When I was young, I joined a draw competition. Though I lost that competition, my parents still encouraged me and inspired me. They didn't mad at me. Instead, they gave me a big hug and tell me I was the best and don't be too sad about this competition. I really appreciate my parents. They give me a big power to keep going, and they made me feel, and they encouraged me to make my life, to bring the light to my life. And I thought that this story is the best start in my life. Thanks for listening.
16号请上台，17号请准备。
Good morning, dear judges and fellow students. Have you ever imagined about your own future? As we see in the picture, in the middle of the picture, there's a girl in a red skirt. And in her surrounding areas, there are lots of colorful and vivid dots and lines, which created a zone only in fantasy. In front of her, there are several lines that look like stairs that let her walk toward her own future. And this reminds me of my colorful, vivid, but also complicated journey to the future. I faced a lot of challenges and troubles during my trip, such as I failed my maths exam, or I failed my English exam, or I got injured on a sport day, and sort of like this. But all these experiences created a complicated but vivid road for me to walk to my future. And what does my future look like? I wanted to reach the best school, best university in Taiwan. And I wanted to get a job as a lawyer and earn lots of money and build a beautiful big house for my own to live in. And this is my beautiful future, although it looks simple, but this is my best future I can imagine. So, as we are walking on the journey to the future, although we face a lot of challenges and difficulties, we can walk through them and see our own vivid future. Thank you.
17号请上台，18号请准备。
Honorable judges and fellow contestants, have you ever had the experience that when you get home, lay on your bed, and then you started to think back of your day, and you dream of your family and the loss that the family you have already lost? Well, in the picture, we can see that there's a girl running towards a shining tunnel. What does the picture tell us? The picture tells us to look back of the time and then go towards the future. Well, I will never forget the day my grandpa died. And then I feel upset and cried. But then my family comes to me and then tells me that I need to look towards the future and go on my path. And then that's the time that I realized that although the loss of our family is very upset, but I need to keep on my journey. And so I know that I need to have more confidence and then to have to look towards the future. And so if next time my friends are facing the same situation, I'll give them advice of although the past made us upset, but we still need to get through our future. Thank you.
从这里。18号请上台。
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's such an honor to be here. I'm number 18.
Today, I would like to introduce a poster review, the title of Back to the Future. When I was young, I always imagined I have a time machine because I want to go back and change my schools because I have do a lot of different experience before, but I think I do wrong things. But until I see the poster, I change my mind because I think the best thing and most important thing we have to do is to explore the future. In Taiwan, we have different ways to get into different college, or you can have different way to do the things you love. For example, if you are a student who loves singing, you can participate in different singing competitions, and you can multiple your lives. And the most thing I think that we cannot change we cannot back to our past and change things because it's happened, but we can do some change and explore our futures. So as I see the poster, I think the most important thing isn't to go back to the future, it's not go back to the back, it's explore your future and do different things. That's the end of my presentation. I appreciate the time you took to listen to my speech. Thank you.
Good morning, judges and observers. I'm contestant number 19. When I was a junior high school student, I took the GEPT test, intermediate level. This is my first time facing the test by myself. And for the test, I prepared a lot. I tried to remember how to write, how to speak, or the listening and the reading tips. But in the end, I failed. I was really upset, and I thought that I'm not good enough, I'm bad, I didn't do it well. But at that time, my mother told me that failing does not mean you're not good enough. It only means that you can do it better, you can be more hardworking, instead of just give up or feel upset about that. And from that on, I started to join many contests, and I took a lot of tests because I know that even if I failed, this doesn't mean I'm not good enough or I'm bad. And like now, I'm there to stand on this stage and talk to you guys because I know that I did it because I'm there to. And the opportunities only give to the ones who is prepared. And I think that I will keep this mind going on in my future life. And I will do a lot of things and I will keep joining another contest. Thank you for your listening. I'm contestant number 19.
20号请上台，21号请准备。
Hello everyone, I'm here to share with you my topic, Back to the Future. A lot of people like to talk about time travel. They ask if I want to go to the past. The truth is no, I don't. It's dark and I don't want to go back there. And the thing is, people ask if I want to change anything. I do, I want to change my whole entire family, but we know that that's not possible. So, no, I don't want to change anything, because those are the things that made me have my wisdom to now. So, back to the future. I can't change the past, but I can change the future. I can decide on what I want to do with my brain. What do I want to do with my hands? I want to tell people, hey, I know how you feel, and I know that you feel like you may feel low, but let me tell you how you can change your perspective and do better for the world. I want to be able to help people. I don't want to let people say, hey, you need to take revenge and revenge all those people who did you wrong. No, I want to say, hey, love the people that hated you, because that's the only way that things can work out. it's hard. It really is hard. It truly is. But is the future bright? I don't think that it's bright. Sometimes it's going to be lights out. You're going to not see anything. It's going to be like you're locked in a dark room and you can't seem to grasp anything. But sometimes you find the light switch and you can turn on the lights, and that's nice. And I want to be the one that can be the one that helps other people turn on their light switch. I want to help people from the bottom of my heart. That's the only thing that I ever want. Thank you.
21号请上台，22号请坐。
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I want to share a story which influenced my life. So, 7 years ago, it was a lovely morning in a holiday, and I went to hike with my family. In the morning, we hiked together with my mom, with my brother, with my dad. In the afternoon, we have the lunch together. But after the lunch, my dad told me that he wants to climb alone, so that he go to the forest place alone and left my mom and my brother in the middle of the hill. In the evening, we came back from the hill, but we still can't wait for my dad. So my mom decided to take me and my brother go back to home and call the 911 to search for my dad. But sadly, next morning, when I woke up, my mom told me that my dad had passed away. To the topic, if you ask me what can I change in the past, I would say that no one can change the fact that already happened. So I would like to change my mind. Because in the past 5 years, I was really anxious and nervous and frustrated about it. It's been like I lost my dad and I gotta live under this forever. But after I turned into a high school student, I want to change my mind because I think that my dad wanted me to live happily and to be myself. And that is my sharing. Thank you for listening.
22号请上台，23号请坐。
Good morning, honorable judges and fellow students. I'm number 22. The picture depicts a girl in red walking through a tunnel made of glass that is shimmering with various colors. Today I'm going to deliver a speech titled Back to the Future. In the summer, I began a science project called the IRS, Independent Research Study, with a professor from a university at the US. This is a very vital and important experience to me. It shapes and let me know what major I would like to major in the future in my university. I began my interest in neuroscience. In the essay, I wrote about how social media affects the teenage brain. In this study, I explore how human behavior and the real world, how they connected and how they affected us. This is important for the future because it makes me know what major I would like to study and it makes me have a lot of potential connecting between real life and science. Thank you for listening.
23 23号请上台，24号请准备。
Good morning, everyone. My name is Samantha, and I'm from the Philippines. I've been living in Taiwan since I was a baby, so I'm practically a Taiwanese. During the pandemic on 2020, I had the chance to go back to the Philippines to study middle school. But since the pandemic arrived, my chances are low. Since I'm still in Taiwan, I'm a high schooler now. My mother tongue, which is Tagalog, is not that good. Sometimes I thought to myself, if time machines were existing right now, I would go back before the pandemic to have a chance to go to the Philippines to study. If I were in the Philippines now, my mother tongue would be great, would be fluent, but my Mandarin would be not. I remember that before. When I go back to the Philippines, I would be often humiliated by my parents and my uncles and aunts. Why is your mother tongue not that fluent? You should learn it. But still, I can't because I'm in an environment with Mandarin. So you say, the pandemic really changed my life. And now I still think about it often, and still I'm not that fluent in Tagalog. Even so, I'm still learning about it. But still, this issue, the pandemic, came to my life, I have better options. Learning Mandarin. And this is quite a benefit for me. Because I can talk to you all and with my friends. Thank you.
24号请上台，25号请准备。
Good morning, honorable judges, guests, and everyone. Have you ever experienced that something you feel really regretful in your life? I have. Once I was an elementary school student, I had a really good friend that she treated me really well. She always brings a lot of things she likes, and those things are really beautiful, and she always brings some snacks or something more like pencil case or pencils. Those things are the things I'm really eager to have. But something really dramatical things happen. I felt that her dress is really beautiful, and when I felt I felt her dress is really beautiful, so I tried to steal her dress at the time. I know it's a really bad decision for now because I really feel regretful for the decision I made. So the worst is I tried to cheat her that I don't know where her dress is. So after she found the truth, I feel really regretful because of course our friendships have broke up and I lost her. She's a really good friend at the time and I really cherish her then. But because of my greedy heart, I lost a friend. So if I can just back to the times, I will not do this decisions again because she's a really good friend because she always treat me that well. I should cherish the friendships who is really treat me well, not instead of just giving up her expectations. Thank you.
25号请上台，26号。
Good morning, honorable judges and fellow students. I'm number 25. My topic is Back to the Future. From the picture, I can tell there's a little girl. She's looking to the past, but running to the future. And the tunnel is so bright and beautiful. But I can feel that she so regrets for her past because she's kept looking. This made me remind of my experience. When my grandpa passed away a few years ago, I was so sad. And just like a darkness in the picture.
But however, I should pass it and look into the future. The tunnels looks colorful, and this reminds me that I also passed the dark past like this. And we know times can return. We should always look forward, and also we should cherish every moment. Just like I always remind myself, I should enjoy every moment and every time we have. And also, to the future, I encourage myself to become the girl I want. I want to be someone is lively and help others and makes future better and turn the world better. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.
26号请上台，27号请准备。
So, good morning, honorable judges and students. My topic is Back to the Future. I'm number 26. So, since we have the technology now, we sometimes talk about like, AI. That makes me think about a news. I saw a news before, like they want to use AI to teach the elementary school students. So let's talk about some goods and bads in the AI. So some of my classmates, they use AI as a tool, but as a cheating tool, you know, like yeah, like in the test, maybe some of the teachers they don't want to, they don't want us to use AI as when we write something, but or when we do a project. But some of my classmates, oh, it's okay, I use AI. They will not know that I use that. Yeah, but I don't think it's a good thing, huh? Yeah. So me myself, I sometimes use ChatGPT. Yeah, but not as a cheating tool, of course, but I use ChatGPT to help me like think of something but I don't use it all the time. Just sometimes as a tool. But you have to use it like correctly, not do something bad like cheating. Yeah, and that's all I can say, and that's what I think about it. That's my speech. Thank you.
27号请上台，28号请准备。
Okay, good morning, and I'm number 27. Yes, and the title I chose is Back to the Future. So I think if I go to the future, I think I'll be a freedom person, because as you can see, I just not suit as any teenagers. They just study hard, and me, I'm just working hard on whatever I like. I'm not a truly serious person. I just do whatever I like. So maybe when I go to the future, when I am from the future, I think I'll travel around the world. I'll just go wherever I like, whatever like Europe, Iceland, anywhere. I would like to try more things, and I think that'll be very, very interesting. So, future, that's a little bit far, and I think I'll be truly excited for that, because, travel, yeah. And I think future is a little bit hard to imagine, because I don't know where is my future. So that's what I think I'll be. I'll be a truly passionate, and I think I'll be a warm person that always help others and just do whatever I like. Very grateful. Yes. Thanks for listening.
Hello, dear judges. Today I want to tell a speech about Back to the Future. Before going back to the future, if I were still in the past, I would actually want to study more and change my daily routines, because that way I can simply make my life better, and that way in the future I might be more successful than right now. But but on the other hand, if it's the future, I want to experience more new modern technologies, like maybe flying cars or some specialized AI robots that maybe act like more like human beings, or more. Thank you.
29号请上台，30号请准备。
Good morning, everyone. My topic is Back to the Future. Last September, I was still a junior high school student, and the big exam for the high school was upcoming. However, at that time, I didn't put it in my mind. I thought my classmates said that the final exam was quite easier than the ones we have practiced. So I didn't study hard and almost spent most of my time on entertainment, such as playing video games and hang out with my friends. Although I have a good performance on subjects like Chinese, English, and social studies, however, my math and science is not good enough to get into the high school I want to go to. So I still spend some time on studying these subjects. However, not too deeply, because I still want to play video games and make myself more happier. And as time flies like an arrow, and time passed. Everyone felt overwhelming and started to prepare for the test. However, I didn't feel any depression, and still have the confidence for myself that I could take the test successfully and get into the subjects, get into the high school I can. However, although I could get a good grade, but I got one more mistake on my science subject, so I didn't go to the first high school I want to go to. So if I could go back in time, I would spend more time on studying and make myself more self-disciplined, and after that I could finally get into the high school I want to go to. Thank you for listening.
Okay. Sorry. 30号请上台，31号请准备。
Honorable judges, respected competitors, it is my great honor to share my opinions with you. In the picture, we can see a girl running through a tunnel. She seems to go through a specific direction. Think about it. What kind of world do we live in today? The rapid evolution of technology has brought a lot of changes into our lives. However, I think it's a double-edged sword. It has a lot of pros and cons. For example, it makes it more convenient to communicate and search information. However, fake information has begun to spread across the internet. For example, a previous video showed Donald Trump kiss Elon Musk's feet, causing widespread confusion among the public. From my perspectives, the authorities concerned should implement stricter regulations for app development and digital media. And when we use these tools of applications, we should be careful. And the government should also, or the company should also build comprehensive systems that detect fake content and protect our personal data. By doing so, we can have a more harmonious and a sustainable future world. That's my speech. Thank you.
Everyone has their own world. Some person they born in a doctor family. Maybe their world was bright like sun. But some people may be born in a poor family and the world may be full of black. But the girl stayed in the stars just like me, because when I was young, I didn't like to talk with others. I don't like to social, and I don't like ISIS thought of me because it would make me feel very nervous. But one day, a girl come into my world, and she teach me how to face the struggle, how to and she teach me contact with others, and have now me. I can stand in front of the others, and maybe when I was little, my world full of black, but when she come into my world, it's have little star in my world, just like a hope. Yeah, and if somebody just like me, she's very shy, I think maybe I can tell them or teach them how to contact with others and take a deep breath. Nobody scare you so much. And
Hello everyone. Please imagine a picture that is a girl walking in a tunnel shining of light, and we can see that this represents our life. We in our day life are supposed to make a decision, and those decisions can take some change in our life. So in my case, every day I need to decide to what I can do to change. Start to the person in my family, or to change in the schools and in the environment. And we can see that this change can so this small decision can bring a big change in our life. So yes, we may think that yeah, we need to recall that every decision of our life is important, and no matter so thank you for listening.
33号请上台，34号请准备。
Afternoon judges, afternoon fellow contestants. The picture I got was titled Back to the Future. In my perspective, Back to the Future, this picture represents our past, present, and future. It reminds us that no matter what mistake we made in the past, we must live in the present. Because no matter how hard we try, the past is already in the past. The only solution to change what we can is to live in the present and to plan for our future. The picture is colorful, very colorful. It indicates that there's infinite possibilities for our future. We mustn't look behind us and struggle with our past conflicts, because we cannot go back to that time to fix it. In my opinion, this picture describes everyone's life, because everyone makes mistakes. It's normal, everyone's human. And during our mistakes, we can find peace because you might think making a mistake is bad, but think about it. If you never make a mistake, you'll never know that making that thing was bad. So it would help us grow and make us into better people in our future. This picture is, there's reflections for the little girl in the picture. This represents that an image of what we can be in our future. And in conclusion, this is all for my view on this picture. Thank you.
Good morning, esteemed judges and fellow students. Today I'm going to share with you myself in this picture. Have you ever seen a sign that someone is escaped from another world to another places? It's surprising. In this picture, I see that a girl is dreaming for the future places and into another world. What was the picture want to reflect the ideas? In my opinion, when I was little, in my childhood, I just always dreaming that what kind of adult that I will be in the future. My dream is as a teacher, but time flies and I suffer from many tests, different parents and teachers' suggestions. I made dreams change. And in the opinion and in the times, I must be afraid, but I think that if I can chase my heart and believe myself, trust myself, and don't be afraid of chasing the future dreams, I think that we may chase and achieve our dream and accomplish the final goals. Thanks for listening.
同学这里。35请上台，36请准备。
Good morning, everyone. Have you ever heard of butterfly effect? A small change can change your future. For me, as an example, when I was young, I was living in Hong Kong. I was already get used to the culture, the food, and also the people out there. But unfortunately, when I was 10, my parents told me that I have to move to Taiwan to study. At first, I was kind of nervous. I was worried about that I cannot get used to the food, the culture, even the friend at there. But when I moved there, I realized that this change absolutely changed the future of me. At first, I feel like I improved my social communication at here. The people in Taiwan are very passionate. They like to talking, conversation with people. I was young when I was little, but the people at Taiwan taught me that I can be more braver, that I can talk with people. And from that time, I was learning how to talk with people, how to improve my communication skills. And the second thing is, compared to Hong Kong, I think the stress that given by my school is more lower. I was more happier in Taiwan because there is not much skills, not much stress in Taiwan. I feel like going to school is a happy thing. Overall, I think a small change can change your future. For me, as an example, moving to Taiwan to study absolutely changed my future. And I did not regret it. I think moving to another country to study can improve my other skills, such as communication. So overall, thank you.
这边，36号上台。
Good morning, honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen. I'm number 36. In this picture, I see a girl walking through the lights. It makes me think of my future, my past, and the things that I want to change. I believe this picture is trying to tell us the things that I want to make a change and what I can do in my past to change my future. And today, I'm going to share my thoughts about what I can do if I gone back to the past. First, I will spend more time staying with my family. In this busy society, I usually go to school very early and then go back home very late. I didn't spend more time with my family, but I choose to play my phone every time. But this means I ignore my family's feeling and didn't spend a lot of time chatting with them. It shows me that I have to spend more time with them instead of doing my own thing. Second, I wish to believe myself more. If I could go back to the past, I would tell myself, you should believe in you more, instead of when you face challenge and you ignore your own thoughts. As a senior high school student, I can do is live in the present and stick to my own position. And in conclusion, this picture shows me what I can do if I go to the past. Our future is full of possibility. I can do to change more. Thank you.
各位选手都已经比赛辛苦了，演讲比赛正式结束，接下来为中场休息。等一下，请各位选手指导老师至1楼领取餐盒，同时回收号码牌，并在1楼的会议室或多功能休息室，在那里用餐。本市场是禁止饮食。休息时间1小时，我们一起进行对表。现在是11点01分，那请大家在12点01分的时候准时回到本市场进行评审讲评跟颁奖典礼。所以请大家现在移驾到1楼领取餐盒，然后在1楼会议室休息，然后我们在12点01分的时候回到这里。谢谢。
114学年度高雄市英文作文演讲比赛闭幕典礼，典礼开始。校长、各位贵宾及与会选手，大家好。今天有来自高雄市各校精英强手同台较劲，在经过上午紧凑精彩的竞赛后，完美的画下了句点。现在有请本校左营高中林百宏校长致辞。
好，一凡教授、岳鼎教授，还有我们怡婷教授、怡柔教授、回如教授，还有我们伟玉教授，还有在座所有的师长，还有所有的同学，大家午安！我是左营高中校长林百宏。那我现在看到了你们跟我早上看到的已经有很大的不同，看很多同学现在已经脸上露出笑容了哈，你们的脸部表情也开始有比较和缓一点了哈。那当然，我觉得比赛的过程当中难免会有表现好，或者是说可能觉得差强人意，或者是说你觉得未来还可以再努力一点啊。但是我想说，今天这个比赛其实真的很棒的地方在于，你上台表现完了之后，你还有办法在下面去看其他同学的一个表现啊。我想说，这是一种非常良性的除了比赛之外，更重要的一件事情就是你也是一种学习啦哈。那因为我早上还有其他的活动，但是在其他活动来之前，我有在旁边听我认真觉得说，我们台湾的这个双语教育也好，还是全英教育也好，真的在这几年来真的是有非常长足的一些进步了哈。那我想说这个部分的话比较专业，我们待会就留时间给我们在座所有的评审来给我们大家一些建议了哈。那我想说今天大家过来我们左营高中希望除了比赛之外，你也能够在左营高中有受到非常好的一些照顾了哈。那也希望大家待会都能够心想事成，能够获得非常好的成绩。谢谢大家，谢谢。
评审讲评，有请指定评审文藻外语大学英国语文学系罗怡柔教授为我们讲评。
Good afternoon, everyone. So this is Sandy from Wenzhou Ursuline University of Languages. So when I know that I will be invited as the prepare part, the judge, I feel very, very wonderful. You know, I know in the prepared speech, you will prepare very, very well. And that's really my ideal student, you know, the pronunciation, the contents, and everything, okay? But I also feel not so happy about that. Yeah, because all of you have done really a good job, and therefore it will be very, very difficult for me to decide. So which one should be, you know, give the highest score, and which one perhaps not really, you know, well satisfying? I hesitate a lot. But anyway, all in all, follow up, I will give some summary of today's part, and also the committee members, so they give some comments as well. So first of all, it's about the topic. So I would like to conclude the topic into 3E, 1P. 3E include education, E, right? And then E issue, something like AI technology. And the last E is education. The last one is 1P. P stands for, yes, P stands for what? Yes, peace. Yeah, so you can see that, we can see that many of you have done a similar topic such as education or peace, you know, no war, something like that. I have to say that when the topic, there are so many topics and that's kind of very similar, it will be a little bit difficult for you to understand yourself unless you have given something more. Okay, so maybe next time you can think about that. Whether you would like to pick up one topic, which is kind of perhaps a lot of people, a lot of students, contestants will share, or you would like to pick up something else. Okay, it's up to your decision. Even in common topic, sometimes because of your personal on-site performance, sometimes it can still outstand yourself. So that's about topic. The second one is, in the speech, we'll start from the topic sentence, and then we'll give our points, and then we'll give some supporting materials, right? And most of the time, we would like to give supporting materials by giving examples, or by giving story, or by giving statistic. However, when you are going to give some examples or stories, pay attention to the time. Okay, I find out some contestants, when they start their story, it will be like they are going back to to the old day, and they do enjoy telling the story, and we also enjoy listening to that. But unfortunately, time's up. Yes, unfortunately, yeah. So also pay attention to the time management when you give this kind of supporting materials. And the last one, I would like to give some examples about your performance. I would, conclude with with some adjectives. I really love your performance. For example, there's one contestant. When she or he starts, he will say, "Good afternoon." "Hello, good morning." I'm a bit nervous, and then she will start very elegantly. I love this very, very much. She is not panicked at all. She would take it just like, "What? It's a daily life." Wow, very elegant. So nice and elegant. Okay, this is the first one. And then the second part is, there are some contestants, when they enter, and they got nowhere to go, they don't know where to go, and they will come up, "Oh, where should I stand? Where? And when they start finding out, and then they will start their speech right after that. Very professional. Wow, this is so great. I love you being this professional. Okay, and the last one, it will be like on the other side of the room, there will be some ladies, and they will raise something like that. Do you know what does it mean? You got 30 seconds left. Okay, maybe 3 or 5 years ago, there are some contestants, once they sing this, and they will start to, once again, got panic, and they will, kind of stop for maybe like 5 minutes, and it will be like, "What? No time?" Okay, something like that. But this time, I see contestants, they just, kind of nodding to the lady. "Yes, I know, thank you for that." And then they'll continue their speech. Wow, I think this is really wonderful. I love your being so professional. I love your being so calm. This really is a very good performance. Okay, so all in all, I think you deserve to give yourself a big hand. Okay. And I would like to give myself a big hand as well, since I have done a very difficult job. Okay, and thank you for today's part. Okay, thank you.
谢谢罗一柔教授的讲评。接着有请看图题评审文藻外语大学英国语文学系陈怡婷教授为我们讲评。
Okay, good afternoon. Don't worry, I won't speak too much. I want to go home. Okay, so first of all, I would like to say congratulations to all participants. Okay, and then while standing on the stage and expressing your thoughts in English takes not only skills but also courage, and that alone is something that you should be proud of. Okay, and then anyway, so no matter the results, please, you should be proud of yourself. All right, now let's talk about something serious. Okay, so this is speaking about the photo contest. Okay, so the photo is the main focus. It's very important, this one. And then to be very honest, I know it's very hard to describe this photo, okay, this year. I know. However, luckily, there are directions for you to consider. Okay, there are directions for you to consider. So you should read directions very carefully. Okay. So for example, here the instruction is you may choose from the following directions. Okay. So number 1, revisit a past experience. Explain how it could change your future or even the future of the world. Guys, in this direction, there are 2 imperative sentences. It means that there are 2 tasks in this direction. And then majority of the students here only finish 1 in 1 direction. Okay? So for example, students may talk about one past experience, but they forgot to explain how it could change your future. Or some students even talk about a lot of past experiences. Okay, so remember to read the directions more carefully. Okay, and then I think the other reviewer judges has already given a lot of suggestions. So that's all I want to say. All right, thank you.
谢谢陈毅教授的讲评。颁奖典礼颁发114学年度高雄市英文作文演讲比赛第6名获奖同学，第1位高雄市立中山高级中学周玉山同学，第2位私立义大国际高级中学何义婷同学，第3位高雄市立瑞祥高级中学李佳英同学，第4位高雄市立林园高级中学施子林同学。有请获奖同学上台，有请蔡奎如教授颁奖。台上评审与选手请留步，一起拍照合影。好，恭喜获奖同学！颁发第5名获奖同学，第1位国立中山大学附属国光高级中学柯云杰同学。第2位高雄市立新庄高级中学林怡珍同学，第3位高雄市立前镇高级中学王思允同学。有请获奖同学上台，有请张伟玉教授颁奖。好，台上评审与选手请留步，一起拍照合影。
3、2、1，
好，恭喜获奖同学！颁发第4名获奖同学，第1位国立凤山高级中学林安珍同学。第2位高雄市立小港高级中学朱家珍同学。 第3位，高雄市立高雄女子高级中学薛文瑜同学，有请获奖同学上台，有请罗怡柔教授颁奖。好，台上评审与选手请留步，一起拍照合影。恭喜获奖同学！颁发第3名获奖同学，第1位高雄市立前镇高级中学吴延杰同学。第2位，国立高师大附中曾崇伦同学。第3位，私立天主教道明中学赵宇恩同学。有请获奖同学上台。好，有请郑月婷教授颁奖。台上评审与选手请留步，一起拍照合影。
3、2、1，好，谢。
恭喜获奖同学！颁发第2名获奖同学，第1位高雄市立新兴高级中学安诗晴同学。第2位，私立励志高级中学于金峰同学。有请获奖同学上台，有请陈怡婷教授颁奖。恭喜获奖同学！颁发第1名获奖同学，高雄市立中山高级中学沙曼山同学。有请获奖同学上台，有请张一凡教授颁奖。并邀请校长与台上评审选手一起拍照合影。恭喜获奖同学！敬请获奖同学于颁奖典礼结束后至讲台前领取奖金。请校长、评审、选手、指导老师与各位来宾在现在位置就坐，我们进行大合照。
那是 Max 吧？啊 ，iPhone Max， 我不知道，那最贵的才有。
来，我看镜头，3、2、1，好。
礼成。 感谢各位选手与来宾的参与。114学年度高雄市英文作文演讲比赛圆满结束，谢谢大家。
红包袋里面是领据，请你先把领据写好，然后把你的证件准备好，然后再到前面来领取奖金。
麦克风没关的，其他麦克风没关的话。